All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High and His only begotten Son, called Holy La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, double honors to the Apostle Elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, Wa Barakathum, unto the hopeful elect. All right, now today through the Spirit, I want to do a quick little land back video off of the brother Tazamai. We're both in the Dallas branch, GMS Dallas branch. And basically what IUIC stated on this video was that in order to receive the understanding, you got to have fringes on. Ultimately, the point I wanted to go into on this lesson is how having this truth, having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that's really the true fringes. The fringes is by having this truth. That's the beautiful garments. All right, I'll go and play it real quick, and I'll put this video in the description.
I heard that. Let's run it back.
We're going over Benjamin that he's on keeping is wearing fringes. That's the commandment we have to keep to get God's understanding.
So wearing fringes is the commandment that we got to keep to get the Most High's understanding.
So basically, he made the statement that you have to have physical fringes on, the actual fringe garment, in order to receive the understanding. When actually, in all reality, having this truth, you see, that's really likened to, because the point of the fringes were to remind us of the law, statutes, and commandments. You see, because ultimately it was after, when you go into the account, it was after the man picked up sticks on the Sabbath. So that's why I wear the fringes, to remind you of the law. You see. So the point I'm going to go into on this video is ultimately having this truth is likened to having those garments on. Okay. Now let's go into the precepts. Okay, Revelation 16. All right, this is Revelation chapter 16 and verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. This is not talking about fringes. It's talking about you having his truth. Lest he walk naked and they see his shame. Now, when the scripture speaks about being naked, it's talking about being caught in sin. All right. You see, but when you have your garments on, that's you having his truth. Okay, and that's the that's the fringes the Lord ultimately cares about, you having his truth. Now, of course, when brothers join the camp, they wear the fringes, of course, for the camp. But as far as just wearing it all over everywhere you go, you don't have to do that. The Lord is looking at your inward man. Now let's go here. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. And this isn't going to be too long. I just want to do a quick little lesson through the Spirit. I think it's not 53. 53 is Yahweh Shai. All right, somewhere in Isaiah 50. All right. Arise, put on thy beautiful garments. Okay, it's probably in the beginning of Isaiah 50. Okay, yep, it's probably in the beginning of Isaiah 50. All right, here we go. This is Isaiah chapter 52, and I'm going to start from the top. Verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, the holy city. You see? Now, what is this talking about? This talking about you having this truth, circumcising your mind towards this truth. All right? It says, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee uncircumcised and unclean. Shake thyself from the dust, the confusion. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Okay? You see? For thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money, bought back. You see? But ultimately it says, put on thy beautiful garments. Okay? Let's get this word garments real quick. All right. Let me see. It says clothing or garment. This is the word Strong's H99. It says bagad. Bagad. All right. It says garment, clothing, indiscriminately. Take that word indiscriminately. Okay. right? So used indiscriminately, so without care, but it's ultimately going into like your garment. And then when you go into the root word, but God, it also means the way you're carrying yourself as well, conducting yourself. So a lot of times when it says, because ultimately, when you're conducting yourself in a way that's in a respectable way until Yahweh Shem Shai, you're not moving naked. You're not gonna be ashamed. You're not gonna have shame. You see, you're gonna be moving in a manner that's pleasing unto the Lord, to the point where you're not in that moment where you're ashamed, or as this says, to be treacherous, or to be found as. Let's see. Let me go back to the root word of bagad. To be deceitfully. As a matter of fact, that's a precept right here. Let's go here. This is Revelation 14. Because you're not going to be found to be deceitful, or to be ultimately to be found naked with shame, the sin. All right? To be exposed. This is Revelation chapter 14, and let's get verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women. That's talking about the philosophies, the ideologies. They had a pure mind because of the truth. These are they which followed the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. This is talking about the elect. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh Shem Shai, into the Lamb. You see? Because ultimately, the elect are the first spirits. Those are the only men that Yahweh Shai created. Oh my God, come on, man. It's a lot. Satan. All right, let's continue on though. It says, and this is the point right here, in their mouth was found no guile, so no treacherous, no shame. They had the truth, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh Shem Shai. So there's not going to be shame. You see? So this is going to be by having the truth. Let's get this right here. All right. I got one more I want to get to. This is Revelation chapter 19 and verse 7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor unto him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. By what? She has those garments on. She's ready for the marriage. All right. Now it says what? And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints, the good deeds. And what's going to lead to having good deeds? By having the Holy Spirit, and having his truth, believing in his truth. You see? Matter of fact, yep, I know where I'm going after, because I got one more precept I want to get. This is the 9th verse. And he said unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. So that means to be joined together. Okay? It says, and he said unto me, these are true sayings of Yahweh Shem Shai. So she's going to have her garments on. She's going to be ready for the marriage. This is talking about the elect, because the nation of Israel is likened unto a woman, but only a certain remnant of the nation of Israel is going to be ready for that marriage, to be joined back with Yahweh Shai. They're going to have on those garments, which is the truth. The true fringes. All right, let's get here. Let's go here. All right. I have two precepts I'm going to get, actually. Let's go here first. Because when Yahweh Shai returns back, he's going to be looking for something. Now let's see what the scriptures say it is. All right. Let me see. Find faith. I think it's the one in Luke. I want to get the one find faith. Let me see. Faith. Just put faith. All right, let's see, which one am I looking for? I think it's in Luke. Book of St. Luke. All right. Shall he find faith? This is one, but I think it's another one I'm looking for. This is a good one too. So I'm gonna get this one in Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 24. All right. In verse 46, blessed is the servant whom Yahweh Bashem Shah, when he cometh, shall find so doing. He shall find him in the faith. All right. Because the Lord said when he come back, shall he find faith. That was one of them is in Luke the 18th chapter. But that's another one that I was looking for. That's worded a little bit different. You see? But the Lord's going to look for those that are in the faith. That have the truth. That still believe in his truth when he returns back. And that's going to be likened to those garments. That's what's going to make you ready for the marriage. You see? Because the brother already covered the point of, the fringes have nothing to do with you receiving the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You see, but I just want to touch on the point on how really the true fringes, the true beautiful garment is you having this truth. All right. All right. Now, let's go. Let's start. I'm going to start at the point. Let's start at verse 20, Matthew 22 and verse 8. This is when Yahushua made the parable about the wedding. But it's speaking of those who are going to be ready, who are going to keep his commands and do as he said before he returns back. Those are the ones who are going to partake in the marriage. But those who didn't obey and keep the commands, who didn't do what the Lord told them to do, who didn't have the truth, they rejected it. You're not going to partake in the marriage. This is Matthew 22 and verse 8. Then saith he unto his servant, the wedding is ready, but they which were not bidden were not worthy. You see? Because the Lord had the invite go out through his prophets, but those who rejected it, you see, they're not going to be deemed as worthy. They're not going to have the truth. You rejected the truth. Verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as you shall find, bid to the marriage. Invite everybody. By what? The word going out. The word is preaching about the kingdom. Verse 10. So the servants went out into the highways and gathered together as many all they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. You see, it says, verse 12, it says, and he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said he to the king to his servants, Bind him and hand and foot, and take him away and cast him out to utter darkness. And there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So everybody's not going to partake in that marriage, which ultimately is going to be that first, when Yahushua returns, everybody's not going to partake when the Lord comes for that deliverance. They're going to have to come back through the loins of the elect, and they're going to be in a kingdom. They're going to have shame because they know that they didn't make it the first go round because they rejected the Lord, and they didn't be ready. They didn't have the truth. That's that wedding. That's what the garment is likened to having this truth. You see? So that's the true fringes, is having this truth. That's the true beautiful garments. But anyways, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I like to end it off by saying, Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakar Quadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, who rule and teach well. Till next time, Kwame Sharala. Shalom.